Question concerning the first workshop that happened about the franchisee, being a franchisee. So if anybody wants to open wants to take an international franchise from outside Pakistan, so how that person can get the capital without collateral? What is the procedure for that? I mean that if let's take the example of Mr. Yasin Pracha, he was unexperienced and he still got that mother care franchise into Pakistan. But in my case, I also want to be an entrepreneur and want to bring, I was interested.
There's no way you could get a franchise unless you have money. So the basic thing is if your bank is going to, it's not going to say to you if you walk in as a single person. But if you walk in with someone else who has the finance, yes, that's there. But without collateral, there's no hope for you. I can't understand. I don't think Mr. Lohar would either. Do you have any? Would you give money for a franchise? It depends on the kind of amount you were thinking about. Do you have any idea what a franchise costs?
Yes, Mr. Yasin Praja gave the example of himself that he was, he was unexperienced, but he had that passion, and on the passion, he arranged the finance, and then he conducted his first franchise, an international franchise.
Are you talking about the local franchise or the international franchise?
Any of the franchise you're talking about, the capital on the basis of without collateral, right? So for that, I want to ask you a question.
Technically speaking, okay. we are against.
Sorry to interrupt. Just another thing. Okay, let it go about the franchise. If I want to be an entrepreneur, anything, so without any kind of collateral, how can I get finance?
The way we work, particularly my program, we basically work on environment poverty nexus. Pakistan's environmental debt is 1 billion rupees per day. Do you know that? So it's some information for you. So 365 billion rupees per year is our environmental debt. So whatever we gain, we I think waste 10% of our GDP on our environmental debt, because we are environmentally very bad people. Our sea is is no more blue water; it looks like gutter. So that's where people like you can come together, have your own organization, contact us for something, and we help you. But it requires a lot of hard work. If you're asking about franchise support coming as bank do, then I'm not the right person to answer.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, you can hear me? There's a gentleman in the audience I met earlier. He's with, I think, the U.S. consul. He's working in social media. I have his card. If he, I was talking to him about the types of business models that we have in Europe and the U.S. that are really fantastic for entrepreneurs to get a start and without taking out a loan at all. And it's really around crowdsourcing. You do some of that here in a different way, but for those of you that are not familiar with a Kickstarter, this is a great platform for people that want to raise money without for a business. And so if you haven't looked it up, please look it up on the internet for it's really for anyone, but young people. You don't have it yet here in Pakistan, but it could be started, I think. It might take, I don't quite know what it would take here, but what it is in essence, if you're not familiar with it, is it's a platform where if you have an idea and you have a project, you put it up on the internet, and anyone from around the world can invest in it. It's kind of what say Beethoven did when they wanted subscribers, and you don't have to pay it back. What you do is you, in essence, offer people, if you're writing a book or if you're starting a business, you give them something for their investment, something that's special for it. Well, people have raised millions of dollars on Kickstarter. The thing you have to do is you have to raise that money, say it's $25,000 that you want within, you have to raise it within the time period you say. So if you say 30 days, if you raise, $24,000 within 30 days, you don't get it. It goes back. So there's rules that apply to it. But that's free money. So if you had a platform like that, take a look at social media. There are so many ways to raise money. And while I know it was much harder when I owned my business to get money. There is access to different kinds of money if you can involve these types of platforms that are a bit late coming here, but they are available. And so these are just some ideas you can think about. And so ask this guy from the U.S. that's involved in web. I've really been pressuring him to try and do something here.
Thank you. And wants to say a few words before we close up. Sorry? I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Pleased to hear that you talked about grant. Now we are setting up a not-for-profit boarding school for boys. Someone will ask, why have you been mad in setting up a boarding school? I have been to 2 boarding schools and I find that you can build a young boy and a girl with character, determination and holistic education. So we are setting this on the outskirts of Karachi, first for the boys, then girls and university. We have raised in Pakistan 540 million. As you will see, I am blessed with a lot of friends here. Now, we are at the end of the tunnel. We require IT, information technology, laboratory for our science classes, library and books. Now, what can you give as grant for completing this scheme?
I can give you a free advice. You just let me complete this. It was a joke. Yeah. Actually, what I have learned is that it's good to synergize the work instead of doing it in isolation. But what you're doing is doing in the outskirts of, so doing in remote areas. Unfortunately, we don't support education because education is a state support program. But I can guide you and help you with the proposal to access USAID funds for education. And I think you can get more than $500,000 as a grant. I think recently there was this advertisement also. The other thing that I want to mention, and I seek attention of all those people who are interested in collaboration. There was a gentleman sitting with me, he is also one of the speakers, Mr. Sumro. What I understand is that with Small Grants Program, if you spend $1 wherever, on whatever, we bring our $1. So we have some kind of a partnership. Like for example, this motorcycle kind of advice, a suggestion that I was giving, AKDN and the Small Grants Program can join together to do that, and we can have this partnership. So that kind of partnerships is possible with us on your education program. If you bring $1, if you bring certain money, or donate some property, then Small Grants Program can work and go out of the way from poverty, environment nexus and support education. Otherwise, it's a bit more focus on that.
Nearly 40 million rupees. Land is there. And the property also has been raised for 540 million.
Yes.
So there is already investment. And consider for a similar donation from your side.
Yeah, we can talk afterwards, and I can tell you what to do. But she also suggested something. He said you have a collateral. You can contact the bank. You have 250 acres land.
Yes, but the point is this, that ours is a not-for-profit. We are not allowed, our constitution does not allow any loan, only grant.
But the people like us are actually looking for those who have no collateral at all.
Yes,
I mean the way it works.
As it's looking for collateral, we are looking for grant.
There are no freebies in this life, unfortunately.
Yeah. We can have a talent bank. We can lobby these people. We can create a talent bank and then do this on Karze Hasna basis. And it's quite possible. A kind of a talent bank which all the banks of Pakistan get together and give some charity or something, and then it is being run. We offer our mechanism to support you in designing and even implementing that with our own money also.
I'm sorry, we have to call this session closed because the next panelists are waiting. Thank you very much, both of you, Sherry and Masood, we were a little disappointed that more people asked questions, especially about finance. That was either the young people are very shy or they haven't got themselves organized. But for next time, please get your questions ready because you have all the answers here. Thank you.
Thank you, Zenith, Masood, and Sherry. Before we have a little token to share with you, we want to let everyone know that the State Bank Governor has given a special message in your conference keepsake. So please do read it, because the Global Foundation and Ladies Fund is in talks to work very closely with the State Bank of Pakistan to start nominating women entrepreneurs for each bank in Pakistan, to encourage and have the state bank set aside a percentage of loans specifically for women entrepreneurs. So we need your encouragement, your applause, and when each of you meet your friendly bankers, let them know this, and the State Bank Governor has sent a special message today for you for that. So thank you for that, and know that we are making strides. And I will ask this session's special guest, Khushbu Shahzad, to come on stage to give some beautiful plaques. First, to Cherie and Bernadette Biela, we have a special plaque for you. Second, we have a special plaque here from Masood Lohar from the UN. Thank you. Masood Lohar, who has come from Hyderabad today, and Cherie, of course, has come from Zurich, Switzerland, care of E&Y Global, just for this special occasion. For Zenith, we have some very special moment. I would like to call on stage Abbas Sajjad of Atlas Asset Management, and he is going to spread some magic, particularly since Zenith is always looking for loans. I'm sure they'll come up with solutions, but today they definitely want to shower her. Thank you to Atlas. They wanted to honor Zenith on our very first moderation. They're big believers in promoting the women of Pakistan, and their gold fund, I hope, will prove to be gold for women. Thank you.
Big applause for her, Tara.
And so now we'll have a group photograph. Thank you. Thank you all. And I know that each of you are going to grab them in the next break to ask questions about how to get access to money. Next, we will call upon, as a very special moment, this year's 2013 Mentor in the Spotlight, Pami Gohar, and we invite her with her mentee Shaheen Khan on stage for a special moment.
Hello everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Pami. I have an event design company by the name of Phenomena, and this lovely design connection has been made possible because of Uzra. Uzra introduced Shaheen to me about a year ago at the Peacock Lounge, and through a year of mentoring, Shaheen is now selling the most at Peacock Lounge, and we are very grateful to Ladies Fund and to Tara Uzra for making this design connection. Thank you.
Thank you, Pami and Shaheen. We now have one of our most highly anticipated interactive workshops. How many people here like to eat? Come on, raise your hands. Okay, that's pretty much more people than own houses, so that seems to be doing well. So since all of you like to eat, and although we had a fabulous lunch earlier today, one of the best restaurants in town is Kalachi, Spirit of Karachi. How many of you people have been there? Raise your hands. Come, it's almost the whole audience. And it's by the water. One of the most beautiful, amazing parts of Pakistan is that we're by the sea. You know, when we had met and had the honor of meeting with Shazia and Kanat from Swat, who'd been injured with Mala Yusufzai, they'd come down for our awards to be honored with her. We took them for dinner, hosted by Kalachi, because they'd never seen the water. You don't know how much we take for granted living in Karachi, that we have the most beautiful, beautiful ocean, and that we all need to celebrate it more. So today we have the founder of Kalachi, Hasnain Raza Ludabai, as well as his moderator, Moeddin Hassan, who are going to come up first. Moeddin, would you join us to tell us how this restaurant has taken the city by storm? The city by the sea has been taken by storm. So please, Moeddin, will you join us up on stage? Moeddin Hassan? There we go. The suave Moeddin Hassan. And please give another round of applause because HOM has sponsored this session. And he's the MD and CEO of Habib Oil Mills. We have a contingent from there. Yes, fantastic. And they were setting up their gorgeous stall till 6:30 in the morning along with our whole team. So this is okay. Moeddin Hassan is the CEO of Habib Oil Mills and has been successful in oil ghee industry and in helping set up international chains like Pizza Hut, TGIF, and Burger King in Pakistan. He lived in the US for 16 years and was educated there before returning home to the family business. I will now pass the entire floor to Moeed.
Get Hasnan on the stage. Tara, am I going to get Hasnan on the stage? Yeah, is he going to come on stage? Oh, okay. Hasnan, do you want to come over? Can you slide?
Won't you
have to see it again. Okay? I was told the video is going to be shown after 2 minutes, and I'm supposed to talk for 2 minutes out here. So I'm going to talk, and then again you guys get to see the video. So if anybody dies in seeing the second time the video, sorry, we'll have some. Most of the crowd seem to be fairly sleepy. Did they eat a lot or what? Huh? Looks like siesta time. Hardly anybody is awake. Are you awake out there? No, she's sleeping, I think. So, okay, let's start the show. And I think I'm going to introduce to you a gentleman by the name of Hasnan Laddu Bhai. Okay. Let me give you a little brief about him. He started as an entrepreneur at the age of 13, when most kids in Pakistan are doing something which I can't say on stage. Okay? So, you know, he's got a long history of being an entrepreneur in this city, an extremely successful one. Besides that, he seems to be very fond of Turkish food and Turkish people. And his restaurant, Kolachi, is probably one of the nicest restaurants in town, with excellent food and services, I suppose. No? So once you're with the 2-minute introduction, you'll get to see the film, and after that, Hasnan will go into his own, and he'll explain to you in his own words how he became so successful and what was the key to his success. He has a great journey to tell you people. I met him last night, and I'm quite fascinated with his story, I think. So everybody gets to hear it. Are you going to see the video again? There should be spare there. Do you guys want to see the video again, or nah? Why? Yeah. Such a lovely video, you know. Achha, okay. So I'm going to pass this thing on to Hasnan and let him talk about his journey. I think his successful journey of being an entrepreneur. And everybody out here should learn something from him as to what are the ingredients to becoming successful in life. And then everybody can ask him questions. I think you guys need to ask him a little bit more questions in the last session, which was such a good session and very few questions. I'm going to pass it on to him.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। सबसे पहले तो मैं एक सवाल, I think she's reading something on the cell phone. Hi, you asked us a question, right, about dressing up and everything, see? So dresses really does not make you successful. That's my answer to you. मैं अंग्रेज़ी और उर्दू दोनों में बात करूँगा जिसमें कंफर्टेबल फील करूँगा, बिकॉज आई थिंक ज़्यादातर लोग उर्दू ही समझते हैं और मैं ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल भी फील करता हूँ. So, how many of you over here wants to start up a business or are okay? Great, okay, wow, nice, okay, good. So, जो लोग बिज़नेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं उनके लिए छोटी छोटी सी एडवाइस है मेरी. कुलाची की स्टोरी आई एम श्योर कि मुझसे सवाल पूछे जाएंगे तो उसमें पता चल जाएगा, एंड आई वुड लाइक टू आंसर दोस, बट मोर सो आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर समथिंग जो आप सबको कामयाब बना सकती है. एक सबसे पहला कि डिसअपॉइंटमेंट नहीं होनी चाहिए. डिसअपॉइंटमेंट ख़त्म कैसे की जाए? वेल, प्रेयर्स, दैट्स द बेस्ट वे ऑफ eliminating negativity, or I think that's the best way कि अपने में से negativity remove करें. दूसरा, जहाँ तक एक मेरे भाई ने कहा कि finance के लिए, I have been through rough patches in my life, so sometimes it has been very difficult to raise a finance. But that is where you need to find in partners, and you need to find in right partners. So you can start something new, and you can always start with something small, and it can always grow into something big. And we have so many examples in Pakistan, especially. Just look at Student Biryani, or just look at Zahid Niari, or for that matter, so many restaurants and so many businesses which really started from really small. So rather than just thinking, okay, we'll do this, you know, जो आपके पास resources हैं और जिस चीज़ का आपका passion है, उसको follow करें. I think my passion was food. I have other businesses. I have petrol stations and construction business as well, but my passion was food, and that is why I think I really achieved what I have achieved today. दूसरा, एक मैं हमेशा अपने स्टाफ को भी और हर किसी को कहता हूँ, go an extra mile. Usually लोग ये extra mile नहीं समझते. Usually लोग समझते हैं, I mean it's just a word that's we usually learn in universities and schools. Oh, go an extra mile. Oh, go an extra mile. Go an extra mile. But really, what is an extra mile? That is what you need to understand. मैं अपने स्टाफ को यूजली ये कहता हूँ कि जब एक इंसान एक प्रोफेशनल एथलीट भाग रहा होता है, और जिस वक्त वो अपनी पूरी जितनी उसमें ताकत होती है और वो कंप्लीट कर लेता है अपना सेशन, या अपने जॉगिंग का सेशन या रनिंग का सेशन, और जहाँ उसको फील होता है कि अब बस हो गई है, इससे आगे मैं नहीं बढ़ सकता, दैट इज़ वेयर ही नीड्स टू फाइंड एनर्जी इन हिमसेल्फ, or somehow find power and run an extra mile. That's an extra mile. If even एक कदम भी हो बढ़ता है इस थकने चकनाचूर होने के बाद, that's an extra mile. That's an extra mile that we tell our staff, our partners, our young partners, that we need to give that extra smile. जब रात में हम थक जाते हैं या खड़े हुए काम करते हुए, so I say, alright, we have served maybe 1,500 people or so, but the person who is coming in 1501, he does not know that. उसके लिए वो single experience है. He will, judge you by what he is experienced. So that is where you need to take out that extra mile. So हर किसी को अपने अंदर ये ताकत ढूंढनी है कि वो एक एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट, एक्स्ट्रा माइल रन कर सके. यहाँ मुझे लोग काफ़ी परेशान नज़र आ रहे थे इन क्वेश्चंस ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग, इन क्वेश्चंस ऑफ हाउ डू वी डू गो अबाउट. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड,